far. An unbelievable Fed Cup by BNP. Everything. So many times the hosts looked like they would come up short. So many times it looked like Romania.
This is the girls who have played today. Every match was incredible. The first single was like world-class tennis. After that, I knew that Pauline could make it, and she delivered.
She told us it was her #1 Fed Cup match of her life.
I'm so happy for her. She's in the team since a long time. She deserves it. And then the doubles, you know, when you play a decisive point, this for a place in final, it's not about only tennis. There is a lot of something else who are coming in this kind of match. And after a shaky start, they have found the courage to play the right tactics. They fought very, very hard. I'm so proud of them.
Congratulations, unbelievable performance. I mean, yeah, it's almost tomorrow. That's how long these matches were today. Christina, first of all, your feeling after being on court for so long and getting what you guys were going for the whole week?
Yeah, the weekend was extremely long matches, lots of atmosphere, tough to control the nerves. It was quality level all over the weekend, and just an epic deciding doubles to decide the winner of this tie. And of course, extremely happy to be through another Fed Cup final.
You spend like 27 hours on the court today. How do you feel right now, and how good does it feel?
It feels so great, but physically I feel terrible. But you know, it was very intense from the beginning of yesterday until the very end of today. And we wanted it very badly, and everyone in the team bring points, so that's what it's important. And we keep fighting as a team, and I think we can be proud of ourselves.
All right, well, congratulations. See you in Australia.
Thank you.
November, Australia, there are worse places to be.
Sounds good.
And we are very, very lucky to have with us Nicole Pratt. Thank you very much for joining us. Nicole is the coach of this team and head of women's tennis in Tennis Australia. In fact, you don't see it, but her racket is right there. She walked literally off court. Tell us, what's going on? How's the atmosphere? How are the girls doing? What's going on? Tell us.
Listen, there's a really great vibe in the team. We're really excited. It's been a big week of preparation. We've obviously got the #1 player in the world, Ash Barty, after winning the WTA finals. So to have a player like that in our team, that just boosts everyone else. Isla's been fantastic. She's seamlessly come into the team, and we're really looking forward to today.
Talk about the conditions, because they're expecting a real heat wave today, talking about 40 degrees, possibly more in the sun. How does that affect play? How does that affect the players? And how have you been preparing for that?
Well, it's been an amazing stadium. So whilst the players are going to be sweating it out on court, the fans have air conditioning underneath their seats. So it's going to be a great day for the spectators.
And how about playing one day in 40 degrees and the next day 25? For tennis players, that's a tough challenge.
Yeah, it is. It's again, they're seasoned professionals, and the racket tension will probably come down a little bit when it's cooler conditions. But it's going to be really interesting after day one. If we're up, then obviously all the pressure's on France. If it's 1-1, then geez, it's an exciting day two.
Okay, so you can see the game is on already. We're talking about the pressure on France. She's putting on the pressure on France already.
Exactly.
Nicely. Speaking of France, I looked up your history a little bit and your playing career. You seem to have played with a French player a lot, teaming up with Émilie Lois, is that correct?
Yeah. Emily Lois is a great friend of mine. We played doubles for a number of years and won titles together. So, yeah, I've certainly had great friendships with the French team. I also played with Amélie Mauresmo one time in Tokyo as well. So, no, we can't understand any French at all. No one on the team speaks French.
Yeah, don't believe that. No, believe that. Quick question about the match, the first match between Isla and Christina. How do you see that? Because that's going to be a heavy hitting match. It will.
They'll be looking to take first strike, basically. So the serve is going to be really important today for both players. They know each other well. We're pretty clear on our game plan against Kiki, how to expose some of her weaknesses and, take away her strengths as well. So I think that's going to be a close contest. And I think, if the heat sort of plays its part as well. It will be about, who's the fittest out there also, and we back Isla in regards to that department.
Well, I'm sure you will. And what about Ash and Caro, who are friends actually? Is that maybe a little bit because they know each other so well?
Yeah, listen, it probably poses...
So excited for this to happen. I'm sure that you need to get back into that locker room where the action... We'd like to come with you, but we can't, right?
Yeah, it's pretty relaxed in there. It's actually fun. We've got lots of posters from young kids that are around Australia that have put together messages for the players. We've also got photos from previous... cup ties, so it's a great atmosphere.
Music playing in there?
We have music playing, so we had a playlist.
Extremely important St. Louis for me, and it's the first time I was actually on court, and I'm on the Saturday for the first match. I won it against Stephens. The next day I'm obviously on court again, and I won 2 sets against Madison Keys. Then it's 2-2 and I'm back for the doubles, and we won it, so it's my first Fed Cup weekend on court, and I won the 3-point for the team, and it was really special for me and some great memories. 2017 was not going to be Fed Cup for me. It took me a while to decide because I really care about this competition and I love to play for my country. But I did have to make a choice, and for my personal career it was very tough for me to play singles, doubles and Fed Cup. It was too intense, and I finished 2016 in a very bad shape physically, and I want to play for a long time, I want to go high, and I have to make choices sometimes. What triggers a comeback? I think it's a bit of a few things. First, Julien put me in the team, so I was excited about this news, and then I was feeling I was ready for a comeback because things happened, and I think I did grow up about everything, and I was ready mentally because if I want to be there, what matters for me the most, it's about the court and only about this. And I was feeling good that I could prepare myself well to play and be ready for the weekend and be competitive. It is definitely a big tie. Simona Halep, she won a slam, she has been #1 for quite a while actually, and she's in top 10 since a lot of years now. She said it's her main motivation of the year, so we can all be sure she will be motivated and fighting on court like never before. The fly-off with Caro actually started in St. Louis. It was a joke with a team member of friends, the physio, and this person was really important for me and actually is not with us anymore. And he just say, I was playing well, I was moving well, he was just say she's fit like a plane. So it was kind of a joke like all week long. And I was so happy with my first win, and it was such a great match. I just, did the celebration with the plane. And on the social media after, people started with the hashtag #FlyWithCaro, and I did it again the next day, and it just started like this. Thanks, Andy. It was like so much pressure at the time. I was like probably 150 in the world. I just played a great match against Sharapova, but at the end I did lots of match. And everyone was talking about this tweet, and he followed me for quite a long time. It was extra special. I mean, someone like Andy Murray confirmed that Martina Navratilova would say, maybe I have a chance to be the next world #1. You take it for sure.
And there she was, and there she is right here on court, right next to us, and in front of her, staying very close to her, talking to her a lot. They're talking strategy. He's being very positive, just giving her positive information, and they're setting her up for winners. Basically, you want to think win, win, win. That's the attitude you want when you come out on court. Never any negative thoughts hanging around. We had a chance to play a little game earlier this week with both teams. The Fed Cup has been won. There are 11 nations that have won the Fed Cup, but how many times did the USA win? How many times did Australia win? How many times did France win? How many times did Slovakia win? How many times did Spain win? These are tough questions, and even tougher to answer in 60 seconds. Well, we challenged Team Australia and Team France. They participated earlier this week to the Fed Cup Champions Challenge. Here's how they did. Winning the Fed Cup is one thing. Knowing who won it and how many times is another. Let's go check out how Team France and Australia do in the Fed Cup Challenge.
Voilà. Oh putain, une fois l'Afrique du Sud, une fois.
That was
Alright, yeah.
Oh, 7.
Belgique, Australie, Uruguay. Australie, moi je pense que c'est.
Et 16 pour la République tchèque.
11
Australie.
11 Australie. 7 République tchèque, 11 Australie, ça paraît bien. Russie, au moins 5 fois. L'Italie aussi.
L'Italie.
There's got to be one.
Voilà, l'Espagne une fois, et l'Allemagne une fois, l'Allemagne. Belgique,
Deux, la Belgique pour une.
One.
No, I don't know. Italy, 4.
Oh no, Germany. Oh, Czech. Okay, we've got to stop for the Arctic. Et c'est quoi l'autre?
20 seconds
Et
left.
c'est quoi 4?
Bah, 4 c'est ça.
Slovaquie, non. Ah non, Slovaquie, non.
Une la Slovaquie.
Germany, Belgium, 1.
Spain, 1.
Germany.
Une là,
4 l'Allemagne.
4 l'Allemagne, inverse.
Ouais,
Slovaquie.
5,
1. I think 1.
Non, 4 l'Espagne, non?
2, 1.
Ah!
Hands up.
Non.
No.
Okay, the warm-up is over behind me. They're just debriefing a little bit, and they will be going back into the locker room soon. In fact, it's not over. Look at that. They're going a bit of extra time on court. Right now, there's a little cloud over our head, but if we take a look at our right, we'll see the cameramen that are going to be producing this, and they are very ready for the heat. I don't know if you can see, but they have umbrellas or sunbrellas covering them. They look nice. It's a nice style, but you have to be protected because that sun is going to be very powerful. Needless to say, the players won't have any umbrellas over their heads. On court, they'll be in direct contact with that sun, and it's going to definitely impact the outcome of today's action. I think we've said it all. In a few minutes, the first match will kick off. It's going to be 11 a.m. local when first ball will be played here at the RAC Arena in Perth for the 2019 Fed Cup final between Australia and France. We will be back here with you live tomorrow morning. Hope you enjoyed the show. Sit back, get ready. You have a few minutes to go get yourself some drinks, prepare your popcorn. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be an amazing day of tennis, people. So get ready to enjoy some serious action. So we'll see you tomorrow, same time, 9:45 local here in Perth, and we'll leave you with the preview of this final. Thank you very much.